You're watching International Pagan Radio, where it's all pagan, all the time. Welcome, everybody. Cloud the Pagan Rapper here for International Pagan Radio, and today on Artist Spotlight, it is my pleasure to finally get down and speak with Hecate's Torch. And here from Hecate's Torch, we have Robert Johnson and we have Femi Heqet with us. And I
It's
did
a
not
pleasure
butcher
to
it
be
today.
here.
Yes.
Thank you very much for this opportunity, Cloud.
Oh, I love it,
Great to be
man.
here.
So you know when I first started making videos for International Pagan Radio and everything, you guys were one of the first bands to be like, hey, yeah, you know what, why don't let's make a video on our stuff. And that's super awesome that you guys sent me some stuff, and I got to make that video. It was a lot of a learning process for me, so I want to appreciate you guys for reaching out to me and allowing me to do that. And now it's just even better to finally be able to sit down and talk with you guys.
Oh, yeah.
um,
It's a
so
pleasure for us as well.
Yes, so I've done my homework on the band for a little bit, but it's much better to hear it straight from you guys. So, like, how did you guys get started? Like, what was the concept that happened with Hecate's Torch? Because what you guys are doing musically is, I mean, I love it personally. I like the feel, I like the vibe that it's putting out, and there's a very magical sense to what's happening in your music. And I just kind of wanted to see, like, where is all that coming from you guys?
So, John's first. You?
You go ahead.
Okay, so Hekate is the one who reunited us, right? So, just to start, because she is the one who told me to move to Canada when I was hesitant to right? My two daughters, my community, my pagan community there, and family and friends. But she was the one who told me to come here, start a spiritual community here in Victoria. And then the first event that I promoted, it was to celebrate the Goddess Day, the World Goddess Day. It's something that was created by a Brazilian witch. And then he showed up. So we met at that event that was for the goddess Hekate, right? So he knew that I was creating a pagan community, a Heqatian community here, and he decided to join us. And then you take it from here.
Well, as we got to know each other, Femi, her time in Brazil, she spent doing a lot of singing. She was quite well known as a singer in Brazil, and and so
we both love rock and roll.
Well, yeah. So we decided, well, maybe we should get together and try playing some music. And so we played songs that we both really like.
Yeah.
And we had some other pagan friends who were also musicians, and we were doing some jamming. But then when it really came down to it, was the two of us doing, I guess, most of the work as far as like the musicality. And so that's how we ended up deciding on the name Hecate's Torch.
It was your suggestion.
It was my suggestion.
Yeah.
We were trying to find something that had a really good definition of, which was, have be like modern, right?
Yeah.
Modern pagan music.
And also to dedicate to her, because she was the one architecting everything, right? Putting everything, all the pieces together. And
and our first like big song was the Hecate's Torch, like the name of the band and the name of the song. And that really kind of drew it out, like we're this band and we want to promote our belief in the goddess, and the goddess of our choice is Hekate. And so, as you can see from the new song, which we just released, called "The Queen of Witches," is another presentation of our beliefs and our pagan path of following Hekate. So
I love it. I love it. And you know, I checked out the song right before we sat down for this interview to make sure that it was fresh in my head and everything of what you just put. And you guys stick around for that because after this interview, we're gonna run that video. All
Oh,
right. And yeah, I love the video. I love what you guys are. I love what you guys are doing with these videos. You know,
thank you.
and so I love rock music, and I played in a lot of metal bands when I was coming up and all of that. And you know, before I got into the whole rapping thing and all of that, I played a lot of metal bands, and I am a sucker for a nice chug riff, you know, like, and that is like full in effect in this song, especially during like your verses and everything, and it's just got this hit and it's very well timed, triplets, quads in there, and you know I'm a sucker for a riff like that myself, and you know just I mean the layers that you guys put together in your music through you know the guitar work and you know the bass, the drum kit, and all of that, everything it works, it really does, you know, and then we get to these videos, man, and I gotta say, I'm like watching your videos and I'm going, wow. Like, are you guys doing this yourself, or is this like a production company that you're using, or do you run a production company? Or
It's totally
is there?
DIY. Totally. We ship turns shooting one another, and yeah.
Yeah, sometimes I'm the camera guy, and then it's her turn. And then we have the tripod if we're both going to do something. So
Yep.
it's been a lot of fun. We have this editing program that I downloaded called Hit Film Express. I can go in and drop in all the stuff that we videoed and then cut it all up and you know piece it all together. And because of the pandemic, I've had some free time. Actually learn how to use that program a lot, and you know luckily we have the internet with lots of tutorials and how-tos, and it's like okay, it's a learning curve, but yeah, I think we did quite well.
Let's say you guys hit it on the head then, if that's the case, you know. And so, bravo! My hats off to you guys for that. That's amazing. I need to learn how to make videos like that. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like I use Power Director myself when I edit like YouTube videos and when I do stuff for here. But like my own music video was like that I shot. I'm like walking around with a selfie stick. You know what I mean? And I gotta say, you know, the process of creating the video, you know, just it's like an extension of the song. It's creating it's moving forward and expanding on the art that you've already laid down in the studio. You know, and it's absolutely amazing to me what you guys are doing with the videos, and you know how you guys have everything packaged is absolutely wonderful to me. Really is.
Thank you.
So you guys are from Victoria, British Columbia, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
The
And
richest city of Canada. Did you know that?
I did not know that. I'm gonna have to get out there one day.
I know, yeah. You
check
have
that
to.
out. Absolutely. I think it's really cool to be, you know, out there, and the fact that we could even do this, and you know, I'm all the way here in New Jersey in the States, and we could have this conversation, you know.
Yeah.
So we're talking about your music, right? We're talking about the sound, and we're talking about how it's a, you know, modern pagan music, and it's a very good description for it. So let's hear some, right, guys? Right? You guys want to hear some? All right. So I'm going to play a song, and then we're going to be right back to talk about where these guys are headed with their music. All right. So we'll be right back.
Whisper to me your unspoken truth. Circle and meet me at the gate. Tell me, on how many levels do we unconsciously communicate?
I watch you tiptoe through ceremony. I steal the taste of your dream. We gather warmth in our embrace. I smile as you laugh and beam. Why do we hesitate at the moment? Why do we pause when it gets real? Why would we invest in the system when we can break free from the wheel? Why would we invest in the system when we can break free from the wheel? The world becomes unfocused, and the day has been drawn. We shake off our disbelief, then inhale with a yawn. Why do we hesitate at the dream world? Why do we pause at the abyss?
Why do we hesitate at understanding? Why do we pause at surreal? Why would we invest in the familiar when we can act how we feel?
Why would we invest in religion when we can follow our bliss? Why would we invest in religion when we can follow our bliss? Within this moment, we have each other's glance. No words, no music, and yet we dance. Within this moment, we have each other's glance. No words, no music, and yet we dance.
All right, welcome back, everybody. So that was "Dance with Me." It was an excellent track, and I hope you guys enjoyed the little slideshow of all of the pictures. Now, did we just catch a glimpse of the Meowstro?
Meowstro is here, but actually she's kind of impatient today because she's
there she
been
is.
it's spring, right? So she was a feral before we rescued her. So and we don't want her to go and eat birds.
Right.
So we bought her. So she loves going outside in her stroller. So she enjoys, she has a lot, she spends like in a stroller. She just comes like each 2 hours when to eat and so she's kind of, can I go now? Can I go now? Yeah, that's why she's impatient. Yeah,
Being a
but,
little impatient. But she
yeah.
says, "You kitty." So yes, and for those who don't know, the Meowstro is a legitimate band member of Hekate Storage, and I guess it's just like in like a muse fashion of giving you guys ideas and stuff, or is it more of a mascot situation, or just an active band member, or
No, she actually communicates with us telepathically. And she says what we have to do. She confirmed.
Yeah,
She
play
Ah.
just
more music.
she's telling you to not talk about it? I can tell. That's like,
Mom,
It's a
this was
secret.
supposed to be a secret.
nobody's supposed to know.
Right?
Oh, I love it so much.
Yeah.
I just love you have a cat as a band member.
Yeah.
So wonderful.
And she's another gift from Hekate, because I prayed to the goddess and said, I really would like to find our familiar here. Can you please send us a cat? And then we were looking through websites of rescuing cats, right? We went to some shelters, but some cats were evil. And then there was this lady, she placed an ad saying that but the cat was not interacting well with her cat, so that a good home for her. So I prayed to Hekate and I said, Goddess, please, can you give us a sign? Make the cat come to us for 3 times. If this is our familiar, this is the cat that should come to us. And then, because she was a pharaoh, right? So she was very skittish. So we went there and we called her once, she came. We called her twice, she came. We called her 3 times, she came. So yeah, that's our cat. So we rescued her. And since then, she's been our Meowstro.
She's very supportive of us when we come in the studio and we're playing our music. She'll come in and watch, and she'll walk across the mixing board in case, you know, I didn't have it turned up loud enough. Yeah.
I love
it.
That's so wonderful. Every part of that conversation was wonderful. I just want to say. So what's coming down the pike for you guys? What are you guys working on right now? Because I know we just put the first. Since the album's been out, this is the first single that you've released, right? So where are we headed? Are we have more music in the works, or are we focusing more on promotion and videos right now, or kind of like where are we?
Yeah, a bit of both. We're working on doing some promotion and some new videos. We do have a couple new songs that are in the works, and we also are working on are going to start working on a song that our bass player wrote. And she was really excited about it, but with the pandemic going on, it's been hard to kind of to get that, you know. So we're still working on getting like some jam software where we can jam the internet, and once we get that going, I think the process will start moving along a bit better. But yeah, it was a lot. It's been great.
Yeah, there's a few programs out there that you can use, and you can kind of like remotely record things and collaborate on things with. There's a program called BandLab. And if everybody is signed up through BandLab, you can add each other as collaborators, and anybody that's added as a collaborator can get into the track and record their stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really cool.
So now we can jam. Now you can join us, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I say, you guys ever need a rapper for anything, you just let me know. I got a pretty insane metal scream too, so just yeah.
Awesome.
But yeah, so the oh, stop it. No. So
I'm serious.
Hey, I'm just saying, just send me the track. Let me know what the vision is, and I'll get after it. That's for sure.
Let's do that. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So the pandemic's kind of shut down a lot of things when it comes to doing shows and stuff like that. And so when you guys do get back out on the road, right? So these guys got a website. Everybody out there, all you listeners out there, HeqateStorage.com, right? And you're going to find a link to that website in the description, and that's where you're going to be able to find any of the booking information, contact information. You can get your merch there. They even have pens. It's amazing. And you get some info on the band, music, video links, the whole 9 yards. So you can find your info for them there. And then where else can they find your music at?
We're on Spotify, iTunes, Amazon, Deezer. Wherever you find music, you'll find us.
Nice.
Yeah,
I love it. So
our YouTube channel is our favorite. Really put a lot of work into the videos, and if you're going to enjoy our music, enjoy it visually.
I would have to agree with that. Because definitely like the videos that you guys are putting together are absolutely wonderful. And I'm going to leave a link for that to your YouTube channel in the description as well. All right. And I've been a subscriber to you guys for quite some time, and like every time something new pops up, I'm like, oh, let me go check it out. It's always quality stuff. It really is. So yeah, I mean, it's amazing that we have this technology to still be able to get our music out there for people to listen.
Oh, yeah.
And that's something that I personally think is paramount, especially right now where a lot of musicians aren't going out and doing shows and all of that. And so I want to thank you guys for coming on here. I really, really enjoy speaking with you. And let's not forget about this new video that we were about to run, guys. Okay?
Yeah.
So
Thank you
Hecate's
very
Torch.
much.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much for this opportunity and for your amazing support to the pagan community. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much. It's like I think I said earlier, it's something that I feel very strongly about. And that's why, I want to promote music. And so for all of you pagan musicians out there, especially you international pagan radio musicians out there, get at me. Let me know. Let's sit down. Let's talk shop, and you guys can reach me at cloudrapswicca@gmail.com anytime you need me, and we can set something up like this. You can find me on Facebook, all of that. And you can find me on the International Pagan Radio website as well. All right. And you can find Hecate's Torch on YouTube, Spotify. I mean, you name it. They're out there. They're everywhere. Definitely make sure you throw your support behind these guys, because they're not only are they excellent musicians, they're excellent people. And yeah. So until next time, guys, I'm Cloud with IPR. Bright blessings and blessed be y'all. Let's stick around for this video, Queen of Witches. Thanks for sticking around, everyone. Cloud here, and I just want to let you know about our IPR shop, where you can go and purchase IPR merch and help support the station. If you want to support without purchasing any merch, you can go to our main page and you can click the donate button, and from there, you can donate to help support the station as well. We also have advertising slots available for all you business owners out there. For an advertising slot, email manager@internationalpaganradio.com for more info. And thanks for listening to IPR, where it's all pagan all the time.